Oh boy, do you guys want to know what it's actually like to be an entrepreneur at 23 years old? Stick around and find out. All right, if you guys really want to know the struggle of entrepreneurship, especially at my age, this is the beginning of the day. I gotta walk into my office real quick and get some shit done this morning, and that's, this is kind of how it starts every day. It's about waking up with a positive attitude and a good mindset. Like you're gonna wake up and piss greatness all day. So that's kind of, the struggles that people don't tell you, especially at a young age, trying to be an entrepreneur, get that financial freedom at my age is, there's a lot of trust involved, I would say. If you're working with clients, if you're in that type of industry where you got to work with clients and you're 23 years old, you're a baby to some of these clients. It's going to take a minute for them to trust you, and you're really going to have to prove your knowledge to these people, and it's not always an easy task to do, because you really could know a lot more than them about a certain subject, whatever it is, whether you're in real estate and sales, whatever it may be. It's just naturally hard for somebody a lot older than you with a lot more experience than you to trust somebody at 20 to 23 years old. It's not always going to happen, and sometimes you're just going to have those losing situations no matter what. There also comes a point when there's money involved, right? So if you're not ready, and this is just my completely 100% honest opinion, if you're not ready to go all in with your business, then and you're not 100% ready to take that risk, then I want to 100% pursue it. You're gonna have to put in some money that you might not get back. Your business is gonna fail, and I'm being honest. Your business is gonna fail over and over again before it's successful. Like, you're not gonna walk into a new business, a new industry, whatever it is, whatever specific niche is that you're starting, and you're not gonna win right away. Like, you're not gonna make $10K a month, $5K a month. You're not gonna make that right off the bat. It's just not gonna happen. Listen, guys, I just want to tell you what you're getting into when you're starting, and I'm not trying to push anybody away from doing it, because if you got dreams of being an entrepreneur, chase those fucking dreams, guys. Listen, the game of entrepreneurship, I call it a game because that's what it is. You're gambling with your life is what you're doing. The game of entrepreneurship, it's very ugly. It's not appealing to somebody that's actually done it. If you're an outsider, is what I'm going to call you, if you haven't started a business or tried to start a business, if you're looking from the outside in and you see a business owner with millions and millions of dollars, a big-ass house in Miami, Florida, with nice-ass cars, that's what you're going to see, and you're going to be like, damn, that guy's living life. It's like, no. If people actually knew how ugly entrepreneurship is, there would not be hardly anybody that does it, and that is what separates the millionaires from the people that are making $60,000 a year. And listen, being a business owner is great once you're successful at it, right? You're going to fail and you are going to lose a shit ton of money unless you get extremely lucky, which never happens. It's not going to work, right? So, being a business owner, being an entrepreneur, it really does kind of exploit all of your weaknesses. Imagine, take every weakness in your body and your mind, every kind of weakness you have, and times that by 10. That is what entrepreneurship is going to do to you. It's going to expose all of those weaknesses, and it is a very, very painful, lonely, disaster game. Another thing that's going to happen, right, is if you get to the point, if you at least the first 2 years itself is going to be a fucking struggle for you. And if you get to the point where in a single month you have your best month ever, if you make, let's say, $500,000, and you get cocky or you get comfortable in that position, that shit is gonna be gone in a heartbeat. You're gonna fail that next month. You're gonna get depressed. You're gonna give up on your business, and you're gonna go back to straight up being a bum again. And that's just how it's gonna be, right? You're not gonna, I mean, guys, you can't get comfortable when doing it. You're gonna make 500K. I'm telling you, once you make your first 500K in a month, that just means you gotta push harder. Because every day in entrepreneurship, you have to overcome struggles that take place. You're gonna fail multiple times in a day. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. In my opinion, entrepreneurship is just a mental battle. I really think that's what it is. The whole game of entrepreneurship is a mental battle. If you can get past that mental mindset and you're not a complete idiot, then you will be successful in what you're doing. Honestly, you guys might actually think I have it figured out, when in reality, I don't have it all figured out yet. So, you know, the grind is starting to pick up, right? So I'm always grinding. I'm always working on something new. And that's kind of the stuff that I do behind the scenes, right? It's a very stressful time in business, right? Especially for everybody, not just me. I'm talking about for everybody. So when you see these people out there that are like, oh, I'm making $500,000 a month, or I'm making $1 million a month, or whatever it may be, or oh, I just sold my business for $116 million, or you know, whatever it is. It's not that easy. Like, they just didn't wake up one day and sell a business for $116 million. You know how much money that guy probably lost, whoever did that, or how much blood, sweat, and tears he put into it? Like, it's a very strong mental game when you're doing that shit. Listen, another big thing that I think it comes to when being an entrepreneur and starting your own business is you gotta have a lot of self-awareness. When I mean self-awareness, I mean you have to be able to be completely honest with yourself and what you are doing with your business. If you start a business and you fail, you can't get real arrogant and everything and be like, oh, well, I can do this, or if this didn't, like you have to be honest with yourself and tell yourself when you have to change something in your business. You might have worked your ass off for 3 years on something, and if that approach wasn't the right approach and you're still not successful, you're gonna have to switch that up. And that also leads me to self-awareness along with arrogance, in the sense of, if you're not able to take advice from somebody in your field or in your niche that's already successful and has way more experience and way more money than you're gonna fail. And you're just, I mean, that is one of the main reasons why you will not be rich. Listen, don't fall into that pressure bullshit that these fake, you know, entrepreneurs or gurus are doing. You know, I'm obviously not a fucking millionaire, billionaire yet, but I'll tell you, I've been doing this business for quite some time, and it is paying off, and I'm going to say within the next year or two, I'm going to be a millionaire from it. And that's just a start. Like, you can't fall under that pressure of, if you're not succeeding within the first month, if you're not making 50 grand within the first month, then you need to switch things up and do shit differently. No, you can't think like that. Don't listen to the bullshit fake online gurus who are selling you a course. I'm being honest, because I don't have a course to sell. So whatever I say here, listen to it. Because I'm not trying to sell you some bullshit course for $50 a month. That's not what I'm trying to do. But there will be a time where, if you are failing multiple times and you're not changing shit up, obviously something needs to happen, or else you're just not going to be successful with your business, and you're wasting all this time and money and energy. You know, it's just going to fuck up your whole mentality on things. So there is a point in time where you do have to switch things up. But if you're not making 50 grand a month after your first 2 or 3 months in the business, dude, I'm telling you right now, don't go buy a fake course. Grind your shit out, make your money, continue with your business. If it's making you happy, continue doing it. If you realize, this goes back to arrogance, if you realize you need to switch things up, then go for it. Go a different path, go a different route. Keep doing new things until you become successful at it. And that's really the main part of business, is it's going to be a mentality thing. You're going to fail multiple times until you get that one strategy that truly works for you. And the line of business that I'm in, actually the 3 different lines of businesses I'm in right now, I'm still working on the 3rd one, and I'm on year 2 of it. I've had to change so much shit, and I'm finally getting the right strategy to it. We're going to talk about more of that in a separate video, though. And listen, guys, the skills that you need, it can all be taught to you guys. It is super fucking easy to learn anything now. If you want to learn how to wholesale real estate, if you want to learn how to drop ship, if you want to learn how to day trade options or futures or whatever it may be, listen, Google and YouTube is all free, and it can teach you everything you need to know. You don't need to go out there and buy a 60-hour course. But guys, listen, those are the big things. Guys, if you can follow these 3 things, your mentality is right, you have great self-awareness, and you have great discipline, not motivation, discipline, you will be successful in whichever business you want to start.